Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're just going to see what the message is right now. I'm going to keep it open. Keep in mind it's general. It could be past, present, or future, okay? You're going to know best how this resonates for you. With that being said, let's just jump right in. What is it that you need the collective to know right now, Spirit? What is going on right now, holy angels? What's going on, Spirit? The Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Wands and Strength at the bottom. Okay, Leo here. Yeah, so it looks like there's someone here that's not going to be able to defend themselves. Okay, they're going to have to give up. They're going to have to stand down when it comes to some sort of a gift, an investment, a blessing, an object, some sort of an item possibly, and somebody taking some sort of quick action. Or somebody took some sort of action because they feel like they can't defend themselves with some sort of an item or some sort of evidence possibly, okay? Let's see, what's this Ace of Pentacles here? The Magician, okay? And something that they created here. The Seven of Swords. Creating an illusion, creating a lie, and it's time's up for them, okay? Here's the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fate, their karma for lying about this or creating an illusion or trying to create some sort of lie here, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is here for them, all right? Let's see, what's the Seven of Wands reverse? The Moon, the Tower. This person is not going to be able to defend what they did, okay? Yeah, the Moon, something about destruction, okay, a catastrophe, a shocking moment that changes everything. The Moon, see what they thought they were doing in secret here. No, they're not going to be able to defend this. They must have thought no one was paying attention, okay? A King of Swords in reverse, lying. Knight of Swords in reverse, lying. This is a liar. Someone here is a straight up liar and they're not going to be able to defend this lie, okay? What's the Knight of Wands? The Fool. They took a leap of faith. They took a risk here. The Four of Swords. Something about resting, thinking, contemplating. The Knight of Wands reverse, somebody attacking someone, doing something impulsive, forceful. They're trying to force something, okay? Something about being codependent, financially unstable, losing a lot of money here. Or they took this risk hoping that if they take this action, then they won't have to speak up about something or they won't have to say something. Okay, tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles, please. They really thought that this is what they can get away with, okay? This item here, this thing. It was a bad investment. Really bad investment that they made. What is that? What is that Ace of Pentacles? Okay, so I just came out of my last crime hour. And now we have boat here, or a four-letter word with the letter B. They thought they could create the illusion that someone is building a B-O-M-B, the runner, and running away. Or this is how they thought they could run away, or this person is so far up their ego's ass, I'm sorry, that they tried to create an illusion about this. All right, now the truth is coming out about keys on a ring, multiple options, decisions, keys on a ring, or somebody running away from a one-night stand, or what the heck is that? keys on a ring, running away with the keys, leaving home, leaving the house, leaving home, not being home, a community, okay, leaving a home, leaving a community, leaving a neighborhood. Somebody progressing, arriving, traveling, leaving home, leaving a community. What is that about? Being in despair about a breakup. What is that about? The Ten of Wands. Somebody feeling extremely burdened, weighed down, okay, a heavy burden, a lot of force. That something not working out, not wanting to work on something anymore, or something was sloppy work. Or somebody doesn't want to work on something with an Empress in the reverse. Or some sort of or these people are feeling weighed down, feeling heavy, feeling a burden because their plan isn't working, or their plan didn't work, to lie about somebody leaving the house or not being home, running away from a house. Yeah, the house. The Hermit, okay, somebody spying, stalking, watching, something about a house, okay, or somebody that stole someone's identity here at a property, some sort of identity fraud. What's the Hermit? I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Love call, phone call. This ties into my other crime readings about somebody masking their identity and making a phone call using some sort of an audio recording that was hacked. Okay, a listening device. So they're calling someone, okay, maybe even the police, and they're playing off some sort of an audio recording and pretending that it's someone that it's not. And what they're telling, I guess, in this phone call is something about someone leaving the house, moving out, leaving, running away. Okay, and this plan didn't work. So here they come with the next lie. Seven of Swords, trying to create an illusion about a King of Cups. Okay, who's the King of Cups? Somebody with a strategy. A King of Cups with a plan, with a strategy. Who's this King of Cups? Somebody who's not the wealthy man, someone who's greedy, would do anything for money. Someone who has debt of some sort. A mature man. Okay, so a King of Cups, a mature man. Who is this King of Cups? Somebody that is in separation, or somebody that is unsure of the future. Missing someone, thinking about someone, unsure of the future. Okay. Grim Reaper. Our relationship is over, no second chances. All right, so I don't know who the King of Cups is. They're coming out as a mature man. We'll see who this King of Cups is in a second. Tell me about this person not being able to defend themselves when it comes to something they said about a relationship. With a King of Wands, working together with a King of Wands. Okay, they can't defend themselves because of a relationship and somebody working together with a King of Wands. Who's the King of Wands? Somebody's family. Somebody in someone's family. Okay, so why are they coming out? Because this has to do with something from the past, camera, something in the past, the perception of somebody being tied up, okay, or a marriage or a wedding, or something from the past, how they tried to change the perception with a memory from the past about either a wedding, a marriage, or something about being tied up in a room. Okay. Tell me more about this, please. I mean, these people, they just like, it just goes downhill. At some point, like it just goes downhill. And it just keeps going farther downhill and farther and farther and farther, right? Like 10 of Swords. An ultimate betrayal, a painful ending. The Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. Somebody here is trying to lie, okay, and get away with some sort of bad health, or somebody being in lack, bad health, a painful ending. Or is this what I just said about something just going all the way downhill? Okay, Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles. That's lack, betrayal, ultimate, painful ending. You have nothing. What is this about? I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. I like you. I like you. Stabbed in the back, right. Okay, a shocking attack. Someone being stabbed in the back. Separation, deception, a shocking attack. They can't take this chance now. They can't take this risk. They can't play this game anymore, okay? They're desperate. This is what desperation looks like. Honestly, this is what desperation looks like. Okay, tell me more about that. Because of a mature woman, excuse me. Somebody here is not in despair over a mature woman. Someone is not in despair over a mature woman. Tell me about this Tower. A gift. Somebody giving someone a gift, okay? Giving someone a gift. This is what they're trying to keep a secret here, about somebody giving someone a gift. I think I'm gonna do a crime hour again. Yeah, the truth is coming out now, all right? Be lighthearted, finding out. Things are coming to light. Either you're going to be the one to transcend the obstacle, or this is about how they're trying to transcend this obstacle, but it doesn't even matter because the truth is going to come out anyways, okay? But how they're lying about everything. Yeah, they just don't want something to change. They don't want any kind of upheaval. What are they doing? What are these people doing? I mean, really, what are they lying about now? About an attack. Okay, the Devil. Okay, Capricorn energy here with the King of Pentacles and the Devil next to it. Or this has to do with someone being obsessive, possessive, angry, controlling, fast-moving action. Yeah, this could be some sort of an attack, angry, somebody being angry in attack, or somebody being attacked and being bound and tied up in some sort of way. All right, that was their plan, I guess. The Star, the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. And now divine timing is here, or it's a fated event, or this is something about your destiny, your purpose. That's why they're blocked. They keep getting blocked because of your purpose, okay, or your destiny, or something about you being the star. You're on your destined path. They keep getting blocked, but they just keep trying anyways. Yeah, let's do another crime reading, guys, because I feel like there's more here. Anything else? Fire. Could have to do with fire. Something about fire. Or something about taking action, or something about being jealous, obsessed, controlling, toxic feminine, codependent, needy. Ego, anger, violence. Yeah, anger and violence over third parties and over money. Okay, so I feel like this is the angle that they were going for. All right, something about being a angry, violent, self-absorbed, toxic, feminine energy when it comes to third parties and some sort of money, stability. Yeah, let's see what this is here. Okay, what's this Ace of Pentacles? Restraining order. Okay, a restraining order. This is what they're trying to get away with here. Bad financial news, a restraining order. Or somebody being restrained. Pictures, weed. D and street drugs. Street drugs, weed. What is this about? A warning. J, sexting. It's a warning about some sort of sexting. Russia, N. Rushing in. Online business, money laundering. Online money laundering. I, running away. Rushing in, running. I, rushing, running. Rushing and running. What the heck? X and a wire. Wires. Running wires, running, rushing, running wires. Washer, washing machine. Warning, sex, washing machine. Selling overdose doctor. Because of a doctor and an overdose. They're trying to get away with a restraining order by claiming something about a washing machine. And this has to do with a doctor and an overdose. And a wire. Pharmacy and D. Pharmacy and D. It's a this is a warning for something with a pharmacist, a doctor. Yes, it's a warning. Yes, it's a warning. Because of a protective order and a birthday. Yes, it's a warning because of a protective order, a restraining order, and someone's birthday. A warning for a pharmacist and a doctor because of a birthday. And malpractice. And malpractice, okay? In possession of something. Or they're claiming that somebody they're in possession of something due to a doctor's malpractice. A caseworker. Or because somebody works at a pharmacy here, that's how they're trying to cover something up with something that happened at a property. self-deletion, or they try to cover up a self-deletion plot at a property by claiming that a doctor committed malpractice and gave something to someone from a pharmacy. And this has to do with a restraining order and a birthday. D. A doctor and a pharmacy, okay. That's why they're lying about the internet, or they're lying about something. They're lying, okay, with something on the internet, or they're lying about the internet. They committed perjury here with a driver's license. They committed perjury with a driver's license. Projecting, or something about prescription medication. Forensics. This has to do with a miscarriage, forensics, and special forces. This has to do with a forensics over a miscarriage. Or forensics wanting to look into something here regarding a miscarriage. Somebody committing perjury here. They're lying about a prescription medication possibly. And somebody driving, having a driver's license. They're trying to say something about a doctor committing malpractice in a pharmacy. Tying this into something on a birthday. And someone having a restraining order against someone. And a washing machine. All right. Yeah, what is this with this phone call here? Somebody is not home. Somebody ran away, is not at the house because of a trap. Airplane trap, money or paper trail, being trapped in an airplane, or somebody is being trapped, or somebody is leaving on a plane because of a trap. Abortion, debt collection. Or this could have something to do with like, let's say somebody dumped drugs on your clothes or in your washing machine, okay? And maybe you said something about, okay, so maybe you were flying on an airplane. Maybe you thought somebody was trying to dump drugs on your clothes because you were flying in an airplane. So it's kind of like going through TSA. Oh, trap. Something about going through TSA and if somebody dumps drugs on your clothes right before you fly, something about maybe you saying or thinking that that was done because of TSA. Okay, so that drugs get found on your clothes while you're at the airport. Airport, life insurance. Enraged, RICO. This has to do with somebody being angry about a RICO case. Okay, angry about a RICO case. So somebody could have dumped drugs on your clothes before flying through an airport because they wanted there to be drugs on your clothes when you go through TSA. Accidental death with a passport. Or they tried to cause an accidental death here because they knew that you were leaving the country with a passport. Intoxicated. Yeah, they tried to intoxicate you. Okay, cause an accidental death. And this has to do with A, being corrupt, and a robbery. a corrupt robbery, or somebody stealing something from you. The couch, something about your couch, maybe, okay? International spell work. Yeah, some sort of international travel maybe, okay, flying internationally. So you were flying with an airplane or flying out of an airport, passport, airport. Something about being at the airport, okay? You talking about being at the airport, you flying out, TSA, something about thinking that somebody might have tried to kill you, accidental death, intoxicated, or dump drugs on your clothes on purpose because of TSA. Okay, trying to get you messed up at the airport. Third party. This has to do with a third party. Hair, post box. Hair in the post box. Somebody wearing a disguise during a violent crime. This has to do with somebody's hair and a disguise and a violent crime, and something in the mailbox or in the post box has to do with you thinking that someone's trying to set you up at the airport with drugs or what? G, roofied, has to do with G being roofied or G trying to roofie someone. Custody, to get custody, or to be taken into custody. Or maybe somebody was hoping that you would get taken into custody at the airport, like because there's drugs on your clothes right before you fly. They were hoping that you would get taken into custody. Yeah. Eviction. Prosty. This has to do with somebody wanting to have you evicted because of some sort of prostitution. Yeah, okay, so what this looks like is somebody dumped something on your clothes, either to kill you accidentally or because they were hoping it would stay on your clothes before you fly through the airport. And they were hoping that you would get taken into custody by TSA or something like that, okay? Or by the police at the airport or something like that, okay? So why is that important here? This has to do with somebody running away, leaving home. This has to do with someone running away, leaving home, right? Prosty, because of being a prosty, or because of being promiscuous, or being, yeah, okay. Life insurance, RICO. Because of life insurance and some sort of sex work. Debt collection, because you're in debt or someone's in debt, are Pisces. That's not supposed to be in here. Pisces. Has to do with a Pisces and a protective order and an income garnishment. Okay, this has to do with a protective order that you have against someone and an income garnishment and something about sex work and debt collector. A debt collector and an income garnishment has to do with you flying on an airplane all right, and running away, okay. Case, this has to do with someone working a case, all right, a caseworker. Forensics. D and J. Somebody is trying, there's somebody working a case, forensics, with J and D. Okay, so what's What's the online business? Help. Someone needs help with something. A weapon? Help with a weapon? Because a hacker has created something counterfeit. Because a hacker created a counterfeit. Somebody needs help with a weapon because a hacker created a counterfeit. This has to do with a caseworker and forensics. What did a hacker create a counterfeit of? A gang member. S-E-X and L. A gang member, S-E-X. What the fuck? Some sort of sex work. D-L. Tax evasion, money and blood. Blood money. Blood money, tax evasion. So a hacker has created a counterfeit of something, claiming that something here is blood money because it's tax evasion and SEX work. Okay. F. And this has to do with someone being evicted, someone being angry, enraged, angry about being roofied, to be evicted. Angry about being roofied, only to be evicted. What the hell is the counterfeit? A hacker has created a counterfeit. Okay. This is a setup with health insurance. A setup with health insurance, life insurance. Email. A counterfeit email? Throat chakra. A hacker has created a counterfeit email for an online business. H and F. Mental illness. FH. Mental illness. FH. A hacker has created, okay, a counterfeit email for tax evasion. This has to do with a caseworker. Wait a minute. I just got the strangest download ever. Hold on. Is that what this is? A truck driver. This has to do with a truck driver and M. Phone and a phone. How they're doing something on the phone. Organized crime, poison and murder. But is it what I just got? Secret. The secret about how they stole something. L. The secret is that it was stolen. L. What was stolen? N. Depressed. The secret about how something was stolen, about someone being depressed. LN. Recording. A recording. M. A recording of someone being depressed. M. Was stolen secretly. A recording of someone being depressed was stolen secretly, and a hacker has made a counterfeit of this recording. When it comes to A murder and poison. And blood money. Okay, I don't know what this is, man. Has to do with a cartel and something being mirrored. Something being mirrored. Pregnancy. A cartel pregnancy? What? This has to do with a neighbor, a neighbor that has evidence. A neighbor has some sort of evidence because of a key and cocaine. What? Okay, wait a minute. A neighbor has a key, or a neighbor had a key, and they created some sort of evidence with a hacker on a counter. Or is this cocaine on a counter? Or something on a counter with a recording of someone being depressed during a pregnancy? Blood money? What the fuck is this? Hold on. A weapon. A health insurance setup. A health insurance setup? What is this? What is this? High Priestess. Has to do with somebody trying to, it has to do with a King of Cups. Someone is trying to defend themselves. Something about a King of Cups. Who is this? Is this King of Cups in forensics by any chance? Mailbox, post box. This has to do with something being stolen, a robbery. Something was stolen from the post box. Something was stolen out of the mailbox, or a box was stolen. A money or a paper trail. Something was stolen from the post box, or a box was stolen. A box was stolen. What's in the box? Fingerprints. Offshore account. Somebody stole something out of a mailbox and there's fingerprints to an offshore account, a money trail. What's the box? What is the box? Attack. Or the answer about something being traced back because of a copy. The answer is that there was a copy of something and the copy can be traced back. How did somebody steal something out of the box or out of the mailbox? With the fingerprints, copy, because they have a copy of something. What the heck are you trying to tell me about? Okay, copycat. Something can be traced back. Somebody made a copy of something. It can be traced back. That they stole something out of the mailbox. G. I, yes. Selling, yes. I, yes. G-I. Selling something out of the box? What the fuck is this, guys? I feel like I just took a side quest here. Okay, this feels a bit like a side quest. This has to do with an employee, okay? A store employee doing someone a favor. All right, so there's a store employee of some sorts doing someone a favor, something in a box. There's fingerprints on the box and somebody stole something out of the box. Okay. What about the fingerprints? This has to do with somebody who's innocent. A dealer? Somebody is innocent. A dealer is innocent. Physical disease. The police. A ring or jewelry? Wait a minute. The police. Okay, a box. So there's a box, a jewelry box. Is this a jeweler? An employee? A jewelry box? Somebody who's stealing something out of a jewelry box or robbing a jeweler? Fingerprints? There's a copy of something. Okay. Or is this a jewelry dealer or somebody who deals with like gold and jewelry or something like that? IP address. South America, H. The address, H. Wait a minute. What is this about? Fingerprints on a box, on a jewelry box. Has to do with an investment in the mail. C and K, KC, the case, key to the case. Or someone has a copy of the key to the case of the jewelry store. Phone call. Close, S. When something was closed, they just went in when the store was closed. Am I picking up on a jewelry heist or what is this? Pulled in for questioning, compensation. What, so this is somebody that used to work at the jewelry store? Third eye, oh. I don't know what this is. This feels, okay. So what I'm getting here is there was somebody that worked at a jewelry store or something that sells jewelry, okay. Compensation. They might have made a copy of a key to the box, to the jewelry box or something like that. Went in after something was closed. Compensation. And stole jewelry, but there's fingerprints. So what about the fingerprints? Yes, it was an employee, somebody that used to work at the store. Or the boss is innocent, is what I feel, whoever this is. Okay. A ring or, yeah, it's something about a jeweler. A jewelry store. A jewelry heist. G and South America. In the South. Ring or jewelry can be traced back. The investment. Somebody sold it. Somebody sold the jewelry because it can be traced back. The investment. So it's about somebody that sold the jewelry already. So they sold the jewelry already or what? So they stole jewelry out of a jewelry store and then they sold it, or 0. Gossip and slander. G. F. No. Never mind. No. They didn't sell it. Or they know they can't sell it. or they know they can't sell it because it could be traced back, the jewelry. Or so they're not, so they haven't sold it yet because they can't, because it'll be traced back. Oh, okay. Karma. Yeah, they would get karma if they tried to sell it. So, okay, so this is somebody that stole jewelry from a jewelry store. Karma and fentanyl. Money laundering. They're trying to launder it somehow. Doctor. They're in possession of it. CT. TC. CT. They have it in their possession here, driving somewhere, drive-by. Bracelets, CT, bracelet maybe, an animal or a pet. Oh. TOC, COT. Z. C, fingerprints. There's fingerprints on the case. There's fingerprints on the case of the person that stole the jewelry. Okay. Pulled in for questioning, kidnapping. There's, okay. Exposed and you. They're already exposed. T, U, C, Z, T, C. Cut. Exposed with the cut. The cut would expose them. I don't know, like the cut of the gemstone or the cut of the diamond. What is this about? A threat. Someone being threatened. A mole or informant in the system. Threatened with the information. Crime. This has to do with a crime. Number 6. Crown chakra and surveillance. Someone who's under surveillance for a crime or something that's under surveillance. The number 6. Crown chakra. Third party. Airplane. A third party airplane. The plan. Or there's 3 people in the plan. Or there's 3 people that were a part of this plan. Something about flying in the airplane. Someone is driving and someone is flying maybe. All right, Or somebody flew out and somebody drove out because of, I don't know. Something about a jewelry case. Okay, anything else about that? Kidnapping. Something about a kidnapping. A crime. C, karma. CK. Pressing charges. Karma. Trying to press charges on someone for a kidnapping. Because of a driver's license and somebody lying about a birthday. Okay, I feel like this goes back to the original thing. So somebody lied about a birthday. Or something that happened at a property on a birthday. They lied about that. They didn't want to get karma, so they tried to press charges on someone for a kidnapping. Okay. a financial crime, sexting in the solar plexus. Something can be traced back. Texting about a financial crime traced back. Texting about a financial crime can be traced back. Oh, an inheritance. H, the money or the paper trail, or or some sort of a trail goes back to H. And a testimony that was made about H. U, information about PayPal. Information about PayPal? What the fuck? Information about PayPal has to do with a plan. Information about a plan, surveillance. Or somebody claimed that they have their information about a plan from some sort of surveillance. Okay. Nudes. But the truth is something about some sort of sacral energy. And R. The truth about R. R-O-U-F. Counterfeit. The truth about something being counterfeit. Something is counterfeit. The plan is something is counterfeit? What is counterfeit? Perjury. Jewelry. Counterfeit jewelry. Fake jewelry. Jury. Jewelry. Counterfeit jewelry. Fake jewelry. This has to do with someone driving somewhere. CPS. Lying to CPS about a driver's license. Someone having a driver's license. Lying to CPS. Lying. CPS, UPS, lying. A driver, a UPS driver. A UPS driver, CPS driver. Somebody lying about counterfeit jewelry. Lying about counterfeit jewelry. Okay. Gossip and slander N. Russia. R. Knife. R. Something about something being counterfeit. So that A is innocent. So that A is innocent. Or A is innocent. Because of counterfeit jewelry. This has to do with an employee. This has to do with a store employee, the South. Restraining order, weed. This has to do with a jewelry employee in the South. Something is counterfeit. I don't know about this one, guys. I really hope I got the message out. Is there anything I'm missing for today before I close this? Is there anything I'm missing here? Somebody is trying to project something. Deal. The deal is something about a hostage. Somebody is trying to project something onto someone. that somebody is being held hostage. Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me it was a deal. Yo, crown chakra. It was the deal? It was the deal to claim someone was being held hostage. So what is this, like somebody, the employee? So confirmation. So it's like the employee that has the fingerprints on the case because they're the one that opened the case for the robbers. They're in on it, but they're supposed to look like they're a hostage. Is that what this is? C, on the case. B-O-M-B and a hitman. This has to do with a C and a B-O-M-B. The deal was to project something onto someone, that someone is a hostage. Birthday, because of someone's birthday. CB. This has to do with CB. What does a jewelry store have to do with that? CP, it has to do with a car. PayPal, financial crime. This has to do with somebody who's helped a friend with a financial crime. This has to do with a friend that helped someone helped their friend with a financial crime at a jewelry store. But they can't sell the jewelry because it would be traced back to them. So this has to do with counterfeit jewelry. Okay, I don't know, man. J. H. The truth about the store employee. Russia. RW. The truth about the store employee here. H. Jewelry heist. JH. Is that a jewelry heist? The store employee. The truth about the jewelry heist. It has to do with the employee that worked there. Security camera. Cash wife. Somebody's wife on the security camera giving someone cash or getting cash for something. No, a hacking and a break-in. Breaking into the cash register, breaking in, or somebody broke in for cash and for jewelry, or they broke in and they only took the cash, or something about the wife, okay, or somebody's fingerprints. Transaction. The transaction, a premeditated transaction. So wait a minute, you're saying that the employee helped with the heist, or what? The Nine of Cups and the World, something about closing out a cycle or somebody getting their wish fulfillment here. This has to do with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So somebody is lying about giving something to someone, handing something over, having to hand something over, giving something to someone. So who's the Queen of Swords in reverse? Is this the person that gave the robbers the jewelry, or B and Earth? Rico, organized crime, and a kidnapping. What the hell? B, Earth. I don't know. It's not really telling me more than that. I think I'm just going to leave it here. Yes. Yes. K. wiretap, and a prescription. Okay. Or yes, the wife premeditated something. Uh-huh. I don't know, man. Okay, I don't know. I hope this helps someone. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it at that, all right? Until next time, guys. Bye.